Match number 52, Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Royal Challengers Bangalore, the big South Indian rivalry, the finalists of the 2016 edition of the IPL. On one hand, it is SRH, who had performed their worst in their history of the IPL, winning just 2 out of 12 matches, and on the other hand, it is RCB, which has qualified for the playoffs, but they will play this match to hold to the number 1 and number 2 spot on the points table. Now, how do you make your Fantasy 11 team? Be with us till the end of this video. We will give you a perfect team for your Dream 11. Hello and welcome to another video by Crictips. My name is Manthan, and in this video we are going to do the complete match analysis and Team 11 prediction for SRH versus RCB. Now before we get to the playing 11, let us look at some important statistics. Now both of these teams have faced each other 19 times, out of which SRH has won 10 times and RCB has won 9 times. However, in the first half of the IPL, when both of these teams collided, it was RCB that won the match, and seeing the current form of both the teams, we think RCB is in a dominating position and has higher odds of winning this match. Now the most important part of this video, which is the pitch report. Now this match is going to get played in the Abu Dhabi stadium, and in the last 3 matches on this pitch, the team that has chose to bat second has won the match. Now if RCB chooses to bat first, we can expect this match to go high scoring because they are going to play the match fearlessly, and comparatively to Sharjah and Dubai, this pitch is a little bit batsman friendly, so you can expect this match to be a high scoring match. Now talking about the wicket keepers, number 1 KS Bharat and Wriddhiman Saha, the 2 wicket keeping options for you, and out of these 2 players, the one that will suggest you in your team will be KS Bharat. Looks in pretty much decent form, has scored 2 times 30 plus runs, and he has this trust of Virat Kohli, so you can have KS Bharat in your team, who would also come to bat at number 3, so thereby getting more opportunities to bat. On the other hand, it is Wriddhiman Saha, who has been performing good, but he has not been able to convert his innings into big innings, and therefore Wriddhiman Saha we won't recommend. However, stay with us till the end of this video. We will give you an option where you can also place Wriddhiman Saha in your Fantasy 11 team. Now talking about the batsmen, both the teams have got some of the best batting lineup, but then the batsman that we will suggest in your team will be number 1, Virat Kohli. Now there are 2 big batsmen with RCB, Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers, but the opposite team has Rashid Khan, and he could really pick these 2 crucial wickets, and therefore the one batsman that we will suggest out of Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers will be Virat Kohli. Now look at these statistics. Virat Kohli is in great form. In his career, he has scored 564 runs against Sunrisers Hyderabad. Also AB de Villiers has scored 521 runs, but the reason we will not pick AB de Villiers is because he comes down to bat below the order after KS Bharat and after Glenn Maxwell, so Virat Kohli will be our batting choice for your Fantasy 11 team. Apart from this, the other player that you can have is David Warner. We have seen 647 runs, blastering innings in his entire career against RCB, but then according to sources, Warner has parted ways with SRH. Now instead of David Warner, the batsman that we will suggest will be Kane Williamson. This New Zealand skipper is in good form. In his career, he has scored 320 runs against RCB, the second highest by any SRH player. He looks in good form, although he lost his last wicket by a run out in the match against Kolkata Knight Riders, where you can definitely have him in your team. Now the option that will give you for Kane Williamson will be Abdul Samad. Now Kane Williamson comes with high credits, and you will also need a good number of all-rounders and bowlers in your team, so you can consider having Abdul Samad, whom you will get for less credits, but he has impressed everyone with his huge sixes, with his fielding, and is also a leg break bowler. So we have seen he might get deadly against players like Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers. So have Abdul Samad in your team as an option for Kane Williams. The other batsman that we will suggest is Devdutt Padikkal. Now this young player has already scored a century in this season of the IPL, has scored 50 plus runs 3 times. He'll give you some points for his fielding as well, and so have Devdutt Padikkal in your Fantasy 11 team. Now before we talk about the all-rounders for RCB versus SRH, we would request you to click on the I button above and look at the top 5 all-rounders of all time in the history of the IPL. Now if you were to pick the all-rounders for today's match, it has to be number 1 Glenn Maxwell, bought for a whooping 14.25 crore rupees. Everybody mocked RCB management, but then one of the biggest reasons why RCB is qualified for the playoffs is Glenn Maxwell. He is in his superb form in his IPL, already scored 550 plus runs, 400 plus runs in the season of the IPL, orange cap contender, and Glenn Maxwell is a player you should definitely have in your Fantasy 11 team. Now talking about the another all-rounder, it is to be Jason Holder. This lanky Caribbean all-rounder has picked 8 wickets in the second half of the IPL, will give you points with his high hitting capabilities. Have Jason Holder in your Fantasy 11 team. Apart from this, there is going to be the Crictips player to look out for, which is none other than Shahbaz Ahmed. The 99 meter 6 in the over of Mohammad Shami against Punjab Kings really impressed everyone. This shows his batting capabilities. Apart from this, he is the man whom Virat Kohli goes to when he is looking out for a wicket. He is a wicket taking bowler, will give you extra points for fieldings, and then he plays the role of a finisher for RCB. Have Shahbaz Ahmed in your fantasy 11 team without any doubt. Talking about the bowlers, number 1, Harshal Patel, the death over specialist for Royal Challengers Bangalore, the purple cap holder, someone who has picked 26 wickets in this season of the IPL. Super bowler with great variations. His slower deliveries are something which has really troubled and puzzled some of the big batsmen of the IPL. Harshal Patel in your fantasy 11 team without any doubt. Then it has to be Rashid Khan. In the second half of the IPL, this player has not gone wicketless in a single match. He is not just a crucial player for SRH bowling lineup, but also a valuable player for your fantasy 11 team. And then it has to be Yuzvendra Chahal. Now, what do I say about his performance? His performance has clearly been a loud answer to the selectors who dropped him from the T20 squad for the World Cup. Yuzvendra Chahal has picked 9 wickets in the second half of the IPL, impressed everyone with his bowling performances, and he should be there in your fantasy 11 team. The other bowler that you can have from Sunrisers Hyderabad camp is Siddharth Kaul, or there is an option, as we promised you, you can have Wriddhiman Saha. So you have to choose between a wicket-keeping batsman Wriddhiman Saha or a bowler Siddharth Kaul. We leave it up to you. Now, if you are someone who makes teams on platforms like Dream11 or My Circle 11, and if you have to pick a captain or a vice captain, the Crictips power players from our end will be Yuzvendra Chahal and Virat Kohli. So that was the complete match analysis and a team prediction video for SRH versus RCB. Tell us if you like this video in the comment section. Tell us if you agree to our playing 11 in the comment section, and share this video with all your friends who make teams on such fantasy platforms, and subscribe to the Crictips channel where we bring you such cricketing content each and every day. See you again on this very channel. Till then, thank you and goodbye.